everyone. Today on Dogmatic Barbecue, we're gonna smoke some almonds. So we usually get a big bag of almonds like this from Costco, and then we throw it in the freezer. And almonds to me are kind of just a plain tasting. So I like to add a little bit of flavor to them. So we're gonna put them in the smoker since we have an open rack, and I'll show you how to turn these plain almonds into flavor heaven almonds. So let's get started. Okay, so what we're gonna need is 3 tablespoons of butter. Now, if you don't want to use butter, you can use the same amount in olive oil. It's more or less just to coat the almonds. So we're gonna melt 3 tablespoons of butter, and then we're gonna use, this is garlic powder. We're gonna use 1 tablespoon of garlic powder, or sorry, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, and 1 tablespoon salt. Now, if you want it spicy, I'm not gonna do the spicy version today. You can add either a half a teaspoon of cayenne or chipotle, whatever you want. Remember, half a teaspoon is pretty spicy, so even a quarter teaspoon, you're gonna get a little kick out of this because you're gonna mix it up. So let's throw this in the microwave and melt this butter. Then what we're gonna do is turn the smoker on, get it to 250 degrees Fahrenheit, and these will go in there for 2 hours. Now, it's not really, you're not cooking them, so it doesn't really matter. The 2 hours just is to make sure that the smoke gets to it, right? So you want as much smoke on it as possible. So what we're gonna use is cherry wood. Didn't need to boil the butter, so. All right, so let's go here now. Need to get a half a tablespoon here. Okay. So we got. So what I did now, that ingredients, the 2 tablespoons of butter, 1 tablespoon salt, and 1 teaspoon of garlic is for 2 cups. I have 3 cups here, so I just kind of halved it more. So instead of 2 tablespoons of butter, I did 3 tablespoons of butter. Instead of 1 tablespoon of salt, I'm doing 1.5. And then garlic, I'll do 2 teaspoons of garlic. And then that's why I'm using a half here. Then we're gonna mix it up together. So garlic here. Yeah, if Kahlua had her way, we would be pouring this whole thing of garlic in there. Some people love their garlic, don't they? And we'll just kind of mix it up and get it all dissolved in there. You want to try to make sure you coat it, all the almonds, right? So I'm not going to put it right in here. I don't know if that'll work or not, but do like a shake and bake, right? So let's just try to pour it right in there. I like putting my garlic powder and onion powder these little jars, you can get them at like a dollar store or whatever. They, because we have a place called Bulk Barn where you can get all your spices in bulk, and you just get them in little bags. And we put them in here, keeps the moisture out. So, you know, if you know garlic powder and onion powder, they like to clump up. So we just get a couple of these jars and this keeps moisture out. Oh, let's give it a try and see if I can coat them all in here. Seems solidified, so I don't know. You might have to add a little bit more butter or whatever, but I'll just close it up and then roll it up, or like we're doing shake and bake here. More or less, just like the butter is just let the smoke kind of stick to the almonds, right? That's all you need, because if you just put these in dry, there's really nothing for the smoke to stick to. Now the first time we did this, and as soon as I took it out of the smoker, we tried the almond right away. We're like, this doesn't taste great, you know. So we let them sit for a little bit. So we come back an hour later, and bang! Wow, that's the smoke. It's almost like it had time to settle. It's like when you're making the cheese too. You can't just take it off the smoker and eat it. Actually, the cheese, you gotta let it sit in your fridge for like a month. But here, I still had some at work for like almost a month after, and I just kept it in a Ziploc bag, and it seems to get better with age. So I'm gonna take these out. I'm gonna put it on some parchment paper. Put it on one the little grates. So you need a little bit of parchment paper so it doesn't fall through. I'm gonna try to get this on there. We don't want it to. Oh yeah, it looks like it's coated pretty good. And then you want to spread it out as good as you can, so it's as thin as possible. I think 3 cups is almost perfect for the size of this grate. Has a chance, the smoke has a chance to get to pretty much every almond here, so that'll be nice. And it's like I said, we'll put it on the top rack. You don't really have to worry about these juices going anywhere, but you don't want, like if you're smoking like a pork butt or you're smoking turkey or chicken, if you really want your turkey juice or your chicken juice or pork or beef juice to drip on your almonds, well, maybe you do, but I don't really. So there we go. Now it's all ready to go. So let's get that smoker up to 250 degrees, and we'll get her on the smoker for 2 hours, and then we'll come back. All right, I think we're getting close enough to 250 degrees to put the almonds in. So I'm going to put them on the top rack here. You can see this whole thing will fill up with smoke, and of course a plane's flying over while I talk. Hopefully that doesn't get too loud here. But we're going to go on the top rack, and it'll get a nice amount of smoke before it escapes out the little vent out the top. So let's close it up, and we'll come on and pull it out in a couple hours, okay? So we'll see you in a couple hours. Okay, so just took the almonds out of the smoker, and I love the smell of the smoker. And Nice golden brown on them. Now, you can eat them like this. A little warm, but you don't really taste the smoke yet. You want to let them sit for at least an hour. Let them sit for an hour. Because right now, all I taste is that mixture that I did. You know, the melted butter with the salt and the garlic powder. So, but wait, if you let it sit for an hour, that smoke, I don't know how it did, just gets it on those nuts after it's been sitting there, and then they'll be amazing. You'll want to make them all the time. So usually what I do is anytime I'm smoking something, I have an extra rack, I'm gonna throw these almonds on the top rack every time. You know, they're a great snack, and they're easy to make, right? Only a couple ingredients, and you already have the almonds. If you already have the almonds, then all we do is just pull them out of the freezer. So if you have any questions, leave in the comment section below. We'd love to hear all your comments and suggestions. And you know, if you do something different, let us know. We'd love to try new things too. With you know, some people do like make them more sweet, like put cinnamon and stuff on them. So if you have any suggestions or comments, just leave it in the section below. Hit that subscribe button here on our little logo in the bottom there, and hit that bell to be notified when we post another video. We'll talk to you later.